What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to show you how to make food when you really just ain't got no food left. As you can see, my fridge is pretty much empty. And no, that's not soda. I made tea. And I made cold iced coffee there. And that's all tea. Not even sweet tea either. I've got potatoes, tomatoes, 1 can of beans, some packets of noodles. I've got rice that's uncooked and oats that are not cooked, and milk that's going bad. Well, today we're gonna make some ramen, but not the way you think, because I don't have I don't have the right stuff to make the ramen that's already pre-made. So I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna do some dissecting. We're gonna need this, and we're gonna need that. We're gonna make our sauce with this. We're gonna make some teriyaki. We're gonna make a work of art, is what we're gonna do. We're not just gonna eat regular top ramen. We're gonna eat some real restaurant style ramen. Even though we ain't really got nothing, we have enough to do some dissecting. So we're gonna do some dissecting and make some restaurant style ramen. The first thing you want to do is put a little oil in here. The next thing you want to do, because I have the noodles, but I don't have any of the seasonings. And I don't like the seasonings, to be honest. It tastes nasty. It's too strong. So we're going to make our own seasoning. And I'll put it in here. Let that fill up. We're going to boil it. The water should be pushing the oil to the top, which should be covering the noodles with oil. And while that's boiling, while that comes to a boil, I'm gonna see what kind of vegetables and things I got laying around, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I found a tomato, a potato, I found some duck sauce, some packets of soy sauce, I found a Diablo sauce, some garlic powder, some paprika, some mayonnaise, and I found some cheese. Found a little bit of cheese. And we're going to make some sauce to go with this. So I'm going to cut these up, probably use half of each, and I'm going to mix it all together in a stir fry, and by that time the sauce should be done. But I'm going to go ahead and cut these up, and then you'll see me mix them up. Okay, so I tore apart the tomato by hand, because it wouldn't cut with the knife. It's too squishy, so it wouldn't be cut. So I put it in there, and then I've been cutting apart the potato. And I know what you're thinking, oh my god, he's using it on his counter. I'm not even putting any real pressure on it. It's not even doing anything to the counter. But when you got knives that are actually sharp, you don't have to put that much pressure on it. But if you got a knife that's really dull, is very dangerous because you got to put a lot of pressure on it. That's when it winds up slipping. When it slips and you have that much pressure, you're gonna cut something like a finger. But I'm barely even pushing on it, so it's not really doing anything. So I said I was going to use half of it, but I wound up using the whole thing. Well, that's okay because this is going to give me some good carbs, starch, and protein. And the tomato's going to give me some good probiotics. Prolongs the life. Okay. That's all the mayo I'm putting in it. It don't take much, just a little bit. I'm gonna go with some paprika. Garlic, salt, and okay. I'm gonna put in the soy sauce I got from the Chinese restaurant that I had just laying around here. I'll put the Diablo sauce I got from Taco Bell. I'm gonna put the other soy sauce I found laying around the kitchen. And I'm gonna put my duck sauce in. And I know what you're thinking, oh my god, how is that gonna make a sauce? Well, trust me, when you make really good ramen, you don't just want noodles and sauce. You want there to be some good vegetables, chunky things, floating around in the noodles for you to find and eat. And potatoes and tomatoes are all I got right now, because I'm saving the beans for something else. But it won't really be a good liquidy sauce if we don't put a little bit of oil in it. So just a tad bit of oil, just a little bit of oil. That's probably too much. My hand slipped. But we're gonna make that work. And while we were making this, the noodles have been boiling. Slowly, but surely. So now we're gonna light this burner. And we're gonna start heating up this sauce. And I figured, why the hell not? I'm gonna make a good ramen. I'm gonna use chopsticks to make this. And I know what you're thinking. Well, how do you know when it's done? Not like it's gonna mesh together. You see that cheese? First of all, that has to be melted. And then these tomatoes have to be soft on the center. I mean, these potatoes have to be soft on the center. So I'm just going to let that simmer. And I know what you're thinking, oh my god, he put oil in it and he's covering it up. Give it a minute, it'll be awesome. don't, never. Okay, so if this had more oil in it, more oil, I wouldn't be covering it up because it'll catch fire. And I'm gonna see if I read this right, because I might actually just make this a flame brûlée. Nope, see, not enough oil. Also mixed with other stuff, it's okay. But if this was like a pan of oil and you cover it up, catch fire. It'll be really cool. I've done it once. And it actually, the fire will sear and cook the ingredients. It's weird. But it's very dangerous. Very dangerous. So that's my sauce. That's ready. I'm gonna put this on a low simmer. And see if my noodles are ready. Yeah, my noodles are ready. I'm gonna do a trick that a girl taught me. You take a piece of the noodle, clanging it against the wall. If it sticks, well, no, not the wall. Okay. Fling it against the cabinet. I missed. Okay. You know it's ready if it sticks. Hold on. There. Okay. It's ready. That's how you know it's ready. So I bet you're like, oh, what's he doing now? No, I'm not that interesting apparently. I'm just going to use these chopsticks to keep the noodles from falling out. And believe it or not, we actually need some of this water to stay in there. Just a little bit, but not a lot. Whew, that's hot. Okay. Now we're going to put the noodles in there. Always have a thing of soap ready. And we're going to mix this around. Okay, so I'm actually going to cheat a little bit because I don't want to sit here forever. I got things to do. And it makes a great put away for it too. Because I may not eat all that. But one surefire way to mix it . I'm going to put it in this thing. Make sure everything is in. Okay, so I put it in this thing and I'm going to shake it up. Put the lid on it. Oops, I didn't put the lid on it enough, but that's okay, we can fix it. It's just on the counter. It's a good thing that this is for me. Because I'd have to start all over if it was for someone else. Always use 2 hands. But because it's for me, I ain't gotta start over. I don't care. I'm hungry. But I want good food. And there you have it. Ramen. While that's cooling, I'm gonna clean up. And as you can see, not a scratch on the counter. And that's how you make genuine ramen. And remember, I made that. And that's what my fridge looks like. It's empty. That's what my the cabinet looks like. So, next time your kid is saying, "Oh my God, there's nothing in the house, there's nothing to eat," just remember that if you get creative, you can make anything. And this actually tastes pretty good. I've made it before. It's really good. Well, anyway, enjoy, have fun.